Well, hello everyone. I hope and pray that you're doing well. It's a little dark out here. Last week at about 11:20 a.m., I went home for lunch. It was, an early lunch, and when I got home, the Christmas lights on my house were still illuminated. The photocell on my light timer thought it was still nighttime, and so my Christmas lights were still on. That's 11:20 a.m. Um, Suffice it to say, today being a winter solstice reminds me of that darkness, right? Today's the longest night, the shortest day of the year. And here I am outside the church. I've got the door open actually, so I'm pretty much heating the neighborhood, and I'm going to get some grief from Rolf about that. Behind me, the sun should rise pretty soon. Maybe it'll be another hour or two. And I've got a candle here just to remind me of the light. And I don't know if winter solstice should be part of the liturgical calendar, probably not. But I do really like how it falls near the end of Advent, right around Christmas time. It just seems fitting because there's this promise that I think winter solstice offers, and it's that no matter how dark and how cold and how empty it can get and it can feel, we're still invited to wait. And I'm eager, I guess, during Advent and particularly at winter solstice, for the coming of the light, right? When the whole world is still, the whole world holds its breath, waiting to be reborn again. Physically, creation waiting to be reborn again as spring approaches, but also Advent and Christmas. Sometimes we sing that Advent song, "Look Up," right? Look up, see the gift of the prophets. And it's got this line, "For the word of the prophets is a light, shining in the darkness, until the day dawns and the morning star arises in your hearts." It's actually kind of funny, as I'm out here, the photocell on this outdoor light keeps going on and off, funny, not really funny, haha, but it's funny, ironic, in the sense that, here my candle is probably causing the photocell to go off. Anyways, yesterday at home, we noticed that how the sun, how low the sun is in the sky, and because of that, it shines through our south-facing window, all the way through the house, up the back wall of our house on the north wall, right? And today it will shine up the highest, maybe 1.5 feet or 2 feet up that wall, and it just reminds me of this little poem, "Solstice" by Robin Sarah. "A sly gift it is, that on the year's shortest day the sun stays longest in this house, extends the wand of its slow slant and distant squint farthest into the long depths of our wintry rooms, to touch with tremulous light interior places it has not lit before." I don't know exactly what the advent of Jesus means to you, but I hope it means something. And I trust that Christmas, the hope and the promise and the guarantee of Christmas, illuminates many dark places, not only in the world, but also in your own heart and life. That it is, we've been in Narnia, it is not always winter and never Christmas. Solstice is the turning of the tide. The days are, from this point forward, getting longer, and our hope in Christ is warranted. Another song we sing, "O Holy Night." Sometimes we sing this song and it's got these lyrics: "Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till he appeared, and the soul felt its worth. A thrill of hope, the weary soul rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn." Friends in Christ, the peace and the light of Christ be with you all.